Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. So I've decided to take a look at every single SSR character in the game. So I'm going to be releasing video on every single one of them. Initially I planned to release one major video on every single one of them, but I just decided that it's just too much to just do at once. And sometimes I need to talk a little bit more about one specific character, but then the video drags out too long. So yeah, we're going to be focusing on SSR characters in today's video. And the one we're going to be taking a look at is actually this unit over here, which we can take a look at over here. So I'm going to be going ahead and taking a look at every single SSR character in order. The first one we're going to be taking a look at is Seo Jiwoo. Eventually I will do one for Chao Jun-in since I already have him on my account. Now my testing or my review on those characters are going to be involved around reading the skills and to better understand them, and also I might take a look at the weapons as well. But do note, this is like, yeah, this is like, well, is it world territory? Because I don't think you get the SSR weapons, because I didn't get his SSR weapon. So yeah, I don't think it's like easy to get the weapons for them. So this is something that might play a part in making a character strong, but also very hard to get. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on solo leveling. Now a lot of you guys have been asking me, is this account going to remain? Yes, your account stays. It's an open beta on early access. Your account will not be removed after the open beta ends and the game gets released globally. However, you might be on a different server to the rest of the world, because this is only meant for Canada region. So maybe co-op will be different in terms of how easy it is to get characters players to help you in co-op. If there's co-op, if there's PvP as well, it's going to be like easier, I guess, because the PvP is easier when the server is dead, because Canada region is only one specific region, whereas with the global region it involves a lot of countries and a lot of people will be playing in that region, so it'll be a little bit more harder to rank high in those area compared to Canada. Anyways, so the character we're going to take a look at is Seo Jiwoo. Hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on solo leveling Arise. Don't forget to like and subscribe, show your support to the channel, and let's get right into it. So she is a defensive style character. She doesn't really increase your team's overall damage. Now, just like in Genshin Impact, typically the better characters are supportive units because they are more resistant to power creep. But also, like in Genshin Impact, characters that increase your damage in general are always usually the better ones compared to defensive style. However, you also need characters that will help you guys survive, especially early on as you're playing through the game, progressing to make sure you get all the stars. It is good to have defensive style characters that will help you guys survive in general. However, she's just mainly with shields. Let me go ahead and show you what I mean. So basically, she's a water type character. I'm unsure right now whether this game requires you to have mono specific team. However, I have taken a look at a couple of characters that do have skills that probably will fit with mono specific characters. For example, Emma Lawrence, she probably fits really well with Chao Jun-in, because when she attacks enemies with burn, she does increase damage by 10%. Characters like Lee Bora does have a skill that increases dark characters damage by 10% as well. It's not really like a significant buff, but there is characters out there that do have abilities like that. So when it comes to her, are you going to run her with mono specific team, so water type characters? Probably not, because her skills don't really say anything specific about water type characters. Maybe in the future, if we get buffers like only for water type characters, then yes, it's gonna switch the meta. Anyways, so she's a water type character. This is a damage. She scales off of her max HP as well. If you want to take a look at her stats, let me go ahead and show you right now. This is her stats. Max stats is here. Her HP is actually not the highest in the game, so I think she has higher HP. There you go. She also scales off HP, by the way. So yeah, this is just to see the basic HP of every character in the game, so you can sort of understand whether HP scaling is the best or whatnot. Actually, wait, HP stat compared to attack stat is usually higher. So if she scales off HP, it could be better, compared to attack stat. Anyways, I don't think she's going to be dealing great damage, but anyways, this is the skills. Second skill over here does airborne attack. We will be showing you guys some animation, sorry. So airborne attack. Now break is basically just like you break the character's shield and now they're vulnerable. They don't move about. It's I'm pretty sure there's other games out there that do similar abilities like that. Anyways, she looks like a break character. As you can see, it says break over there. Other characters I don't think says that. Let me... No, they do still. They do all have break on it. Okay. No, yeah, see, not all of them have break. There's certain characters that are break units, guys. You need to pay attention to that. So yeah, so there you go. So characters that break, it allows you to break the character's shield, which is usually good, because then the enemy gets like, stops moving about, and I believe you do extra damage as well. Okay, so she deals damage based at 420% of max HP, deals water elemental damage, and breaks light damage. When the skill hits, it inflicts airborne effects, which basically interrupts the enemy. From her basic skill over here, there's a 12-second cooldown. Basically does damage. When the skill hits, it knocks down the target. When the user uses heavy attack, which we will go into because it's linked to her passive, she basically applies a shield to the entire team, which, like I mentioned, having a character that helps you guys survive is usually great. But the shield is based on 5% of her of the user's max HP, which isn't, it's only 5%, and duration is 25 seconds, which is good, but 5%. Like obviously if you give her artifacts or whatever gears it is to increase her HP, then this would be good, but still 5%. That's something to note, but it's still your entire team, which is usually good. The super armor is effect is applied to the user when using a skill, which means she can't be interrupted, if that's what I understood from super armor. She can't be interrupted and she's protected, I think. So yep, going over to her second basic skill. She does 730% damage. She deals water elemental damage. She does break light as well. She breaks light. Does that mean she does damage, extra damage to light characters? Like there is some bit of confusion with break light. I was thinking maybe it's to do with a passive, but it doesn't say anything about that. So maybe, oh, light. Oh, I get it. The break effect is light. They should have changed the wording. That kind of confusing. They should have said low, high, or medium. So this is light. This one is medium. So the break effect basically. So both of them says light. So the break effect isn't that huge. But from this, you can basically knock down the targets, and you gain super armor as well. When the user uses heavy attack, the break damage they deal increases by 50%. So pretty good. Going over to her special skill over here. A support skill, sorry. She knocks the target down, and when the skill is used, it applies a shield to the entire team, which is good. A 10% shield based on our HP, which honestly sounds pretty good. Now this is definitely going to be something that you definitely want to have artifacts or gear for. There is certain characters in this game that initially, like day one, will always be better, good for you, whereas there are certain characters that you definitely will see that they need investment into in terms of gears to see the full effects. Because imagine giving your characters now 10% increase, 10% shield of based on her HP. It might not seem that good right now, but once you start giving her good gears, it's going to be something that is going to be very, very impactful and useful. So this overall is really, really good. Duration 25 seconds as well. And then her QTE skill over here, break effect is light. Basically inflicts damage and does airborne attack. So not really that like wow, you know. Then our ultimate attack basically does this. Consumes 100%. Deals water damage, inflicts airborne effects. Nothing really sounds too like amazing as well. But then you take a look at her passive. When the Twin Dragon Strike, Water Dragon Rush, Lightning Kick, or Burst Punch are used, she gains a stack of training. So 1 stack. She needs to reach 3 stacks so that she can then use a heavy attack. So applies Water Dragon Training when she reaches 3 stacks. When Water Dragon Training is active, it resets the cooldown of Water Dragon Rush and Lightning Kick and changes them to heavy attack. And Water Dragon Rush and heavy attack, and so heavy attacks basically gives you the shield. So the duration of this effect is infinite. You need to stack it up to 3 times. To stack it, like it says, you need to Twin Dragon, which is Twin Dragon Strike, this one over here. If you do this 3 times, you gain the stacks to then use shield, provide shield with both of the basic skills. So it actually seems it's relatively easy to stack it up actually, now that I think about it. So that's actually good. So she can give you like consistent shield, sorry. So overall, she just helps you guys out in terms of, you know, providing you guys with shield. Well, like I said, there's other characters in this game that do help you guys survive, but also provide you guys with attack buff. And that's why I think, yes, she is going to be a really good character, but to be honest, might not be the best character to use in terms of like just overall increasing your damage in your team. But she's going to be a great character to help you guys in terms of survivability. But there is obviously one character in my opinion that's just better for survivability if you want to make your character stronger, character survive, and that's him over here. But in general, I think she is a good character. I probably would not put her in my wish list. I mean, early on, having a shield is going to be useful, but I think there's other characters I can use, especially when I have Chao Jin in. I mean, I could go with Emma. She heals herself only, and she also has great damage, I guess. With her, it's just a shield that will be useful. Now, taking a look at her weapon, like I said, it's kind of well territory. So it increases the user's critical hit rate by 5%. When the user uses Water Dragon Rush, Lightning Kick, blah, 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 increases crit hit rate damage by 1%, and you can stack it up to 20 times. Okay, it doesn't seem that impressive. Yeah, okay, it is what it is. So in general, I think she's a good character though. I wouldn't put her in my wish list though, but in terms of waifu, I think a lot of you guys are going to be like, yeah, she's a waifu character, so I'm definitely going to put her in my wish list. I do think she's good though, very, very good, especially early on. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for my next video where I will review Emma Lorette.